All right, Thursday, we've got Syracuse and Virginia Tech, a little ACC action through the week. We've got Virginia Tech 3-point home favorites, 47 the total. I like the Hokies here, Connor Mack. I do. I think this is a Virginia Tech team that's showing a pulse, showing some signs of life. This is another team that's undergone a quarterback change for the better, in my opinion, here in their last few games as well. And they're off a bye week. Both of these teams actually, I believe, are. Yes, they are. So there's no really advantage there. But 30-13 win against Wake Forest. I'm telling you what, Chiron Drones, he's better than Grant Wells. Shocker. But yes, he is better than Grant Wells. He's got to start to remain the quarterback. I think he will. I don't think this coach is dumb enough to go back to Grant Wells at this point, even though I know a lot of the reason he hasn't been playing has been injury related. How do you go back to Wells, even if that ankle injury is healed enough, for him to play in this game? Not with the way Drones is playing. He's more athletic. He's actually he makes fewer bad decisions with the football, which has always been an issue with Grant Wells. So I expect Chiron Drones to be right back in the saddle here, Aerosmith style, as the starting quarterback for Virginia Tech in this game. And then on the flip side, you got Syracuse, and, this is becoming a pattern for Dino Babers' team. They have this hot start, and then they completely collapse in the second half of the season, and I think it's underway. That great start, 4-0, but then you look, Colgate, Western Michigan, Purdue, Army. That wasn't a phenomenal schedule. Look, it has been tough, all right? Clemson, North Carolina, Florida State the last 3 weeks. I mean, those were really good football teams, and Syracuse not only lost to them, but they got destroyed. Cumulative score of 120 or 112. 112 to 24 for in those 3 games. It was 112 for the opposition, 24 for Syracuse in those 3 games against Clemson, North Carolina, and Florida State. Now, this is obviously not either of those 3 teams. Virginia Tech's not as good as those 3 teams, but I like what I see from Virginia Tech. I think their defense is getting better by the week. They played good against Pitt defensively after a couple of rough games defensively to start the year. They shut down Wake Forest offensively that last game. I'm seeing improvement really on both sides of the football for Virginia Tech, and I'm seeing a Syracuse team that's getting worse, not better, by the week. So at -3, I like Virginia Tech here at home. What do you think here, C-Mac?
Yeah, Syracuse is just the slide. Now, this is more, like you mentioned, those were better teams for those losses where they just got beat down the last 3. So I think this game is tight. But Syracuse just not been good. They haven't been good against ACC teams. They haven't been good on the road. The last 6, they're 1-5. ATS. And Drones, he started to look really good, especially, Wake Forest at times, that defense has been pretty good. And he was, for 321, he's a dual threat. He ran for 59. Grant Wells is out. And he's out indefinitely. He better not come back. Because I don't want my money on him. But at 3 here, even if you don't, I think you just lay the 3. I think Virginia Tech can get it done if you want. I guess you could go down money line with them if you don't mind the juice. Yeah. But I think, the defense is improving. They seem to get healthy. I know both teams are off the bye, like you mentioned, but I like the home team here, Virginia Tech.
Yeah, if Grant Wells, if I find he's starting at any point, especially this week or anytime this week, I'm gonna somehow find the phone number of Virginia Tech's AD and say, "Hello, this is Ian Cameron. I want to speak to Brent Pry and tell him ask him what the fuck he's doing." I feel like
I think he's out. Yeah. I don't think he's coming back with his ankle. I think.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think he's smart enough. And Brent Pry is. I like the job he's doing. Like this is. He's had a huge process to undergo to try to eradicate the stench from the Justin Fuente era, which was a disaster for Virginia Tech. And he's doing some nice work. You can see there's some light at the end of the tunnel here for the Hokies. They're starting to get back to improved level of play. And I think that can continue here in this game.